Welcome to Stony Brook Media Group's Halftime Report, brought to you by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. I'm Nick Siegelman. September brings pumpkin-themed drinks, apple cider donuts, and the peak of hurricane season. What do we need to know about what's currently going on in the tropics?
Thanks, Nick. Hurricane season runs from June 1st to November 30th, with its peak on September 10th. Here's what's happening right now. Right here, we have a live view of Bermuda courtesy of EarthCam. Hurricane Earl is expected to begin impacting Bermuda today and is currently a Category 2 hurricane. Here in New York, we have a chance of some coastal flooding and some dangerous rip currents. There's also a disturbance right here that has a 70% chance of cyclone development, and in the next 48 hours, it maintains that same chance then and over the next 5 days. Back to you, Nick.
It's also election season. University students are notable for getting out to vote, but not many have voted in the primaries. Does this tell us anything about the general elections in November? Daniela Rodriguez reports.
Congressional primaries took place this past August 23rd, but the voter turnout among Long Islanders was extremely low. How can we get our Seawolves to get out there and vote this November?
Helmut Norpoth, a political science professor at Stony Brook, shares why there may have been a low voter turnout.
Because if a primary is something within one party, if you have an established candidate, an incumbent, then you typically don't have any turnout.
Umair Sheikh, a sophomore at Stony Brook, did not vote in the primaries, and he tells us why.
There wasn't a serious candidate in my district that identified with my political values.
Primaries depends on whether you have competition. I think in the Democratic primary in the 1st district, the candidate was unopposed. So there was no primary. There was a zero turnout.
However, Constantine Viennas, also a sophomore at Stony Brook, tells us why he did vote in the primaries.
Voting is really important, and many people overlook primaries because primaries is what determines, your nominee in the general election.
Anthony Sabu, a junior at Stony Brook, explains why he didn't vote in the primaries, even though he was aware they were occurring.
I don't know. I mean, it happened. It's over. That's it.
Sabu may not even vote this November, but another student will.
I don't even know. I don't keep track of it. That's the problem. That's why I didn't vote.
We could start making some change at the voting level. That's where everything starts. We live in a democracy, a republic, so get out and vote.
This is a big election year. Remember, change starts locally. Get out there and vote on November 8th. That's all for me. I'm Daniela Rodriguez.
Our MVP of the week is Professor of Mathematics at Stony Brook University, David Kahn. He teaches math to underprivileged and gifted students in New York City. He also teaches calculus here. Students know him for doing the most to help his students pass. He's an avid fan of Stony Brook athletics and loves to talk sports during his office hours. Thank you, Professor Kahn. Coming up after the break, we'll talk tennis.